Hey dudes, what's going on? Listen, last year, about 6 months ago, I did a special 3-segment night on Seattle. Because at that time, Seattle was just starting to explode. Nirvana, everything. Now, it's monstrously huge, and it's time to refocus an evening on Seattle. So tonight, 3 segments of Friend at Large on Seattle. First one, Temple of the Dog. A year ago, they did a video called Hunger Strike. MTV's Headbangers Ball played it. All of a sudden now, you're starting to see it everywhere on MTV because Temple of the Dog is huge because Pearl Jam and Soundgarden are huge. Now, what's really special about Temple of the Dog is there was a live performance last October at the Rip party that I host every year. And the Pearl Jam Soundgarden guys got together on stage for a very special encore, and we dug into the MTV archives and pulled out some footage for you to see of Temple of the Dog live at the Rip Party. So check this out. Was that? Question mark. Now, the Lollapalooza tour does feature Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, and Chili Peppers, but you cannot expect there to be a Temple of the Dog jam at every Lollapalooza show. In fact, it may not happen ever. That's what makes that stuff so special. So watch for Pearl Jam and Soundgarden on Lollapalooza, and keep listening to the Seattle tunes, because next hour, I've got more Seattle stuff on Friend at Large. Stay tuned, dude. Segment 2 of Seattle. Now, this has been a heck of a year for soundtracks, wouldn't you say? It started out with the Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I'm sorry, it was bogus. That had Primus and Faith No More and lots of cool stuff on it. Then the huge Wayne's World soundtrack, which we got blitzed on here on MTV. But now, what may be the coolest soundtrack ever made, Singles, featuring the music of Seattle. And I'm telling you, Seattle's everywhere on this. Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden. Who else is on here? Paul Westerberg. Lots of cool stuff. Even Jimi Hendrix, The Screaming Trees. It's alternative, it's metal, it's rock. In fact, right now, we have a little taste playing in the background. This is a band I've only championed for the last 3 years. They had a tragedy. The lead singer died, Andy Wood. Then these guys became Pearl Jam. This is Mother Love Bone. Shall we have the taste?
You ever heard the story?
Cool.
Of Mr. Faded Glory. Say he will rise upon him a someday home. Talking to my old dad.
Andy Wood would have been a star,
Life is what you make it.
but you know, the excesses of rock and roll took him down. But Pearl Jam is alive and well. This movie is directed and written by Cameron Crowe, who made probably the greatest party movie of all time, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The soundtrack is out now in your stores. It's so cool. The movie's coming out next month. Don't miss this. It's Singles. It's Seattle. It's heavy. See you next hour with more Seattle stuff, dude. The first band that really exploded out of Seattle was Alice in Chains. They are on this Singles soundtrack that I talked about last hour. The song is called Wood. The video is so cool. You're seeing it now. And Alice in Chains, that's just a little taste, because Alice in Chains is in the studio putting the finishing touches on a massive new record that is coming out near the end of the year. It's a great Alice in Chains record. How do the guys in Alice in Chains feel these days? Well, I forgot my camera recently, but I did go down to this charity softball game and saw all of them there. They all look terrific. They all sound terrific, and they're ready to blitz America next year on a big tour, and they're ready to finish up their record that they're making right now in Los Angeles. So with Alice in Chains leading the Seattle way, and I can't tell you how much I enjoy those guys and the rest of the Seattle sound that I helped champion. I love Seattle, dude. Right on. Okay, so that's it for this week. Next week, I'm going to do the cool CD review of the new Trouble record, talk about suicidal tendencies, and I'll have lots of other fun things. So don't miss it. See you next week, dude.